All right, everyone, ready for another deep dive. Today, we are going to be taking a look at something that can be a total game changer when you're dealing with tons of data in Excel.
That's right. We're talking about Power Query,
Yeah, specifically.
a function called Record.AddField.
Ooh, Record.AddField. So,
Sounds kind of technical, right?
yeah, a little bit.
But trust me, it's way simpler than it sounds.
Okay, good.
And once you learn how to use it, you're going to be like, where has this been all my life?
Okay, I'm intrigued now.
Good.
Yeah.
Because we are going deep on this today.
So what is Power Query exactly, for those who maybe haven't really gotten into the weeds with Excel?
So in Excel, you've got your spreadsheets, right? All those rows and columns.
Yeah.
But when you start working with lots and lots of data, things can get messy quickly.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I've definitely been there.
So Power Query is kind of like your data superhero.
Ooh, I like that.
It swoops in and saves the day
Wow.
by letting you import data from all these different places,
Like what?
like websites, databases, even other Excel files. And then the real magic is that it helps you clean that data up.
Oh, so important.
You can remove duplicates, fix errors, transform the data into a format that actually makes sense for you.
So it's like having a personal assistant for your spreadsheets.
Exactly. And Record.AddField is one of the tools in Power Query's utility belt.
Okay, so we got some pasted text today about this Record.AddField function. And the mission today is to figure out exactly how it works and how it can help us become Excel masters.
That is the mission. So
Take it away.
at its core, Record.AddField lets you add a new column of information to your data.
Which doesn't sound all that groundbreaking, honestly. You can just, insert a column.
You're right. You can totally do that manually.
Right.
But here's the thing. Record.AddField lets you do it with a single line of code, and it's way more flexible.
Okay.
So imagine this. You have a list of customers in your spreadsheet, but it's missing their phone numbers.
Happens all the time.
Right. Instead of manually adding a new column and typing in each phone number one by one, you can use Record.AddField to say, hey, Excel, I want a new column called phone number, and here's where to find the phone numbers for each customer.
And it just does it.
Boom! New column filled with phone numbers.
That's pretty impressive.
It's all about working smarter, not harder, right?
Absolutely. And I know our listeners appreciate that.
Yeah.
What else can we do with Record.AddField? Because adding a column that we could just insert anyways doesn't seem that magical.
Oh, this is where it gets really exciting. Record.AddField can handle way more than just simple data entry.
Like what?
Think about calculations.
Okay.
Let's say you have sales data and you want to know the total revenue for each customer. Instead of pulling out your calculator and doing it manually for each row, you can use Record.AddField to create a new column that automatically calculates the revenue based on their purchase history.
That's awesome.
Right. Or how about this? You want to categorize your customers based on how much they spend?
Okay, so segment them into different groups, like high spenders, low spenders.
Exactly. Record.AddField can do that for you too. You can set up conditions like, if a customer spends more than $1,000, they're a VIP, otherwise they're regular.
I see.
And just like that, you've got a new column that segments your customers.
So Record.AddField is like this multi-purpose tool for reshaping and analyzing your data.
You got it. It's all about making your data work for you, not the other way around.
Okay, so I'm starting to see the potential here, but let's say I'm working with a truly massive spreadsheet with tons of data. Wouldn't adding a bunch of new fields with Record.AddField slow things down?
That's a great question. And you're right, adding new fields can sometimes make things a bit sluggish.
Yeah.
But fear not, Power Query has a solution.
I knew it. What is it?
It's called the optional delayed parameter.
Optional delayed.
It sounds a little intimidating.
Yeah, it does.
But it's actually pretty simple. Basically, it tells Power Query to hold off on actually adding that new field until after you've done all your other transformations.
So it's like saying, hey, Excel, don't worry about calculating this new column right now. Just wait until I'm finished with everything else.
Exactly. It's a performance optimization trick.
That's clever.
It can save you a ton of time, especially when you're working with massive data sets.
So let me see if I've got this straight. Record.AddField is this super flexible function in Power Query that lets me add new columns to my data in all sorts of ways.
Yes.
I can use it to bring in missing information, do calculations, categorize my data, and even optimize performance with the optional delayed parameter.
You nailed it.
Pretty powerful stuff.
Right.
So for our listeners out there who might be thinking, okay, this sounds cool, but how does this actually help me?
Think about the things you do in Excel every day. Maybe you spend hours creating reports, analyzing sales data, or trying to make sense of customer information. With Record.AddField, you can automate a lot of those tasks, saving yourself time and headaches.
That's always a good thing.
You can build dynamic dashboards that update automatically, create custom reports that slice and dice your data exactly how you need it.
It's like leveling up your Excel skills.
Exactly. And who doesn't want to be an Excel superhero?
Not me. I'm sold.
Me too.
Well, I think we've officially conquered Record.AddField today. Any final thoughts before we wrap things up?
Final thoughts.
Yeah.
I would just say this. Now that you know about Record.AddField, don't stop there.
Oh, there's more.
Power Query is its amazing tool with so many other cool functions and features just waiting to be discovered.
Oh, man. I'm already feeling overwhelmed.
But don't worry. Take it one step at a time.
Okay, good.
Experiment. Play around with different things.
So what are we diving into next time? What other mysteries does Excel hold? What other superpowers can we unlock?
That, my friend, is a question for another deep dive.
Can't wait. All right, everyone. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive into Power Query and Record.AddField. We'll see you next time for another exciting adventure in the world of data.
See ya! Bye!